I'm pretty sure they said
I
something
will
about
say,
it.
even though I didn't watch this, and I might be wrong because maybe they shouldn't have had longer matches, but just looking at it on paper, I'd have given up either the tag title or the North American title and gave one of the women's match or both of them longer time and had five matches on there, 5 lengthy, solid matches. But it sounds like it was great from top to bottom. This is me nitpicking on paper, but I just seen it on paper, didn't watch it, so I'm going to nitpick on paper.
Bianca Belair came out with a new shirt. Black History in the Making. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a good statement.
That is very awesome.
What else was awesome? Belair whipped Rhea Ripley real good across the gut with her hair. That was fun to watch. And then post-match, Rhea Ripley is celebrating with her championship, and she is blindsided by none other than Charlotte fucking Flair, who said, yeah, at WrestleMania, I accept. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
We all expected that, but yeah.
I mean, it works. Plus, it still leaves, because you don't want to know who Bayley's facing at WrestleMania until real close to WrestleMania, right?
Right.
That's the way I look at that.
You are right. I just looked it up. TakeOver Tampa Bay is the next one, and that is the day before WrestleMania. So that's cool. They're at least keeping that one there.
It's cool that they're doing that and then still having NXT matches on WrestleMania. It feels good.
Do they? Do we know that?
Yeah, I know that Ripley and Flair is a WrestleMania match.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but that's not an NXT match. That's Charlotte Flair.
I guess, but it's for an NXT championship.
Yeah, it's a gray area.
Yeah, it's that uncharted. It's the Black Seas and,
it's
and
the
their
crossover.
Pirate ships. We don't know.
It's the crossover.
Choppy
Might
waters.
I say, looking at it right now, the TakeOver Tampa Bay logo looks way more badass than the WrestleMania Tampa Bay logo.
I think it's funny because the WrestleMania one is like we're all on pirate ships sailing in the seas, but the one for TakeOver that comes the night before is like the wreckage of ships in battle.
Yeah,
like,
the WrestleMania is basically the Tampa Bay Buccaneers logo, just with the WWE flag instead.
Yeah, and all of the promo videos is like all the superstars riding on pirate ships, and it's still the same like 10-year-old fucking stock camera footage of them turning towards the camera or whatever. But it's funny that the TakeOver's the wreckage. But then the ships are at WrestleMania, so it's like times it backwards or something.
Right. For anybody who hasn't seen the TakeOver Tampa logo, I just seen it now. I say look it up. It's badass. I'd get that as a tattoo. Taking all the NXT TakeOver Tampa Bay, all the other bullshit out of it. It's pretty badass.
I'll get TakeOver tattooed across my knuckles.
You can do that. I'll allow it.
Then we had the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line as Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, the Broserweights, defeated Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And Matt Riddle posed the ever-important question, how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? And you can buy that t-shirt now at shopwwe.com, folks.
Who was it that came up with that?
The way it seems is Matt Riddle, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think it was Matt Riddle at one of the NXT tapings. Yeah. That is, it's so stupid, but I like it.
Right. I have to envision him. He was like super fucking high when he thought of it. And he's
not only was he super high, but I think he was eating fried fish.
Yeah. That was fried by Bobby Fish.
He was at a Long John Silver's.
No, Kyle O'Reilly fried it, and Bobby Fish had to watch because he didn't know what he was doing yet.
That could be.
That's it. And O'Reilly wasn't fast enough for Matt Riddle. But goddamn, the Broserweights, man, they took some gold home, and it was well deserved. I'm liking this team of Riddle and Dunne. They're very polar opposites, but in the right ways for the tag division. I don't think it's going to last too long, but good on them. And then we had the NXT Championship, Fat Mac. seeing Adam Cole retaining his gold over Tommaso Ciampa.
Bye-bye!
He needed help from every member of the Undisputed Era.
Did he
Plus
need it,
one.
or did they just do it because they love each other and they're
They
friends?
did it because they're afraid they're going to get kicked out of the group because they all don't have their gold anymore. Fuck, we got to keep some gold, or they're going to dissolve this faction.
This is the downfall of the Undisputed Era. And you know what? We need this. It's actually a good thing, and they've been so dominant that I'm okay that we're seeing the downfall of it, because that's how a story is told, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I do like it. I'm not upset. And I like that Adam Cole is the last one hanging on. The easy route is to have a secondary title be the one hanging on, and then, of course, you have Adam Cole get jealous and go crazy. That's not what it is right now, so I'm interested to see where this moves them and takes them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I almost wonder if they're not going to play it out the long way where Roddy Strong is the one who ends up taking the gold from Cole.
Yeah, that's kind of the predictable way, so I'm kind of hoping they don't. I'm kind of hoping
it's been so long, though, that it doesn't really feel predictable anymore. Like, I feel like I'm taking a gamble by saying it, whereas I probably wouldn't have a year and a half ago, you know?
I guess I wouldn't say that it's not predictable, but I would say that we all expected it would have happened way sooner than this. WWE loves to break away teams. Even in NXT, they love to break up teams. Yeah. Look at Gargano, Ciampa, and every team that's gone forward. They love to break up teams. So,
and there's a huge danger for the Undisputed Era if they were called up to the main roster as a team, I think.
I think there's a huge danger for the Undisputed Era if they're called up to the main roster. You can just put a period at the end of that. Yeah. I don't care how it's done. None of them. Adam Cole will never be a WrestleMania main eventer on the main card or on the main show. Not because I don't love him to death. Politics as much as anything. I don't think it would ever happen. Fish and O'Reilly, I can't see doing anything.
No, they would totally be Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, Roddy, maybe Roddy Strong would be the one you didn't expect, and he'd actually come up and be something, but...
That's another thing, too. Fish had a lot of gray hair and was looking old in this match. Like he obviously has been dyeing his hair for a few years.
Vince hates that.
He let it grow out, though, and it was gray, and I thought that was semi-symbolic to them losing the championship, like he's getting tired.
Could be.
And I don't know, because I've never noticed an age gap between Fish and O'Reilly before. I mean, obviously, O'Reilly's a little bit more clean-cut and everything, but they never seem to be difference in age. But it was very obvious in this match, and I think if that was like some kind of storytelling, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And if not, it's still beautiful because it just works out that way. But
actually, Paystee, there is a 11-year gap between the two.
Yeah. And after this
Kyle
takeover,
O'Reilly
I would have guessed that. Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly is 32. Bobby Fish is 43. So.
Mm-hmm. See, not only was he great, but the announcers made sure to talk about how Fish was the veteran in the tag team, and so that's weird.
And Adam Cole's a young 30, baby.
Yeah.
Wow, he's younger than both of them.
He seems like he's older than 30.
I know Roddy's older than them, but let's just check it out.
Might as well.
We're going down this rabbit hole. We're not turning around now, Paystee.
I can't believe I'm older than Adam Cole.
Roddy Strong is 36.
Yeah.
So Adam Cole is the youngest of all of them, and he is the flagship. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You don't see that happen a lot.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know that means anything, but it's interesting of note. I never noticed that. Paystee,
we're not done with this yet.
Take it away, my friend.
We're not done talk about the match. I mean, Cole won with the help of his friends plus one, because Tommaso Ciampa was able to fend off everything the Undisputed Era threw at him, sometimes 3 men at a time, even while the ref was unconscious.
Oh, just like Paystee,
got Adam
right?
Cole
He can
for
take
a
3
10
men
count
at a time
on the mat. Oh yeah, any day of the week, baby. But what got Tommaso Ciampa in the end was his former rival and tag team partner, and then tag team partner again, and now once more rival, Johnny Gargano, came out and hit Ciampa in the face with the championship and said, "You can't have this."
Are you shitting me, or did that
No,
literally happen?
that really fucking
So Gargano turned
happened.
heel on Ciampa.
Yeah. And I don't know if he's part of the Undisputed Era.
That's kind of
I'm cool
awesome.
with it either way, but that was, it was super badass. That Ciampa, he would have won it, even with all 4 members of the Undisputed Era involved. But Gargano was the one who came and took that away from him.
That's
Beautiful.
pretty awesome. I will say I don't want him to be a part of the Undisputed Era, only because so far Undisputed Era has been mostly like big Ring of Honor guys, and even though Gargano, I mean, he stopped into Ring of Honor here and there, he was a Chikara guy, he was a PWG guy, he was a Dragon Gate USA guy, he was an Evolve guy. He was never really what I would call a Ring of Honor guy. He was just one of the other guys that would come and make appearances every now and then and put on awesome shows.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're evolving, they're moving on, that can happen. You start expanding out to other things. You look at the Bullet Club when they started putting in non-Gaijins. So...
And either way, though, our dreams are made, Fat Mac, because TakeOver Portland, or TakeOver whatever, Florida Pirate Ships, and WrestleMania, probably just TakeOver, will contain both Tommaso Ciampa versus Gargano, the final chapter, and Finn Balor versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship.
Oh, my gosh. That's one I'm not going to miss for nothing. I don't care.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
I'm excited for that. Talk about just laying WrestleMania to fuck.
Aren't you glad you didn't watch this one?
Nothing on WrestleMania will ever fucking compare to either of those 2 matches.
No, not even close. Not even fucking close.
I mean, you could have Jesus and Muhammad team up against the Monopoly Man and Chester Cheeto, and it wouldn't be this good.
No, Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar would be on the fucking pre-show for this.
Yeah, wow. So awesome. I definitely, this weekend, I'm going to try to find time to watch this pay-per-view because I feel bad I didn't. But that doesn't affect our final grades here, Paystee. I'm going to let you take complete reign over best match and final grade because I pushed out on this week, and I don't like to do that. So what was the match of the night?
Match of the night, I'm going to go with Adam
Looks
Cole,
like it
Ciampa.
could be many.
Yeah, it could be any of them. I could say Keith Lee, Dijakovic, easy. Like 3 minutes into that match, I'm like, yep, this is a takeover. Let's fucking go.
I will say I do like when we do these when the best match is the main event because technically the main event should be the best match. And if there's ever a match that isn't going to be, it should probably be the opener that just brings you up. But yeah. So what would you give this a grade for this one? We've had some. This is the best year for major shows. We've had just some amazing ones. We've had maybe 2 flops, I think, at best. What are you giving this one?
God, you know, in just a month we got WrestleMania season coming up. I got to give it a little bit of wiggle room. I'm gonna have to give this one an A.
An A.
Yeah.
So for the record, folks, Paystee and I, Beef Sticks Podcast, our official grades for this year. I'm not gonna say what they were. I'm just gonna say the grades: A+, A-, C+, A, and now A. So only one match that was even below an A type grade.
It's so hard because every show is in their own category. You know,
that's good though. We like that. I think we like that.
I feel like I'm Dave Meltzering over here, like 17 stars. No, we've only handed out 1 S rank.
But keep in mind, this is the beginning of the year where they drop so much good shit. Shortly after WrestleMania season and everybody else's big thing, I mean, we're gonna get into some slums. Come on, Paystee, you know we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna hit some slums.
Come on! Right after WrestleMania, they're gonna have a shake-up. You know, it's gonna happen. They're gonna ruin everything.
Well, and the very next show we got, Paystee, the WWE Super Showdown.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the Super Showdown, at the very least, is a good build-up for WrestleMania. And if it makes it so, if it makes it so that the only other pay-per-view between